Hello internets, this is BoneCarlos coming to you live from Accolon Flats to bring you another StarCraft 2 kind of thing. With me chuckling in the background is Esnov. How are you over there, buddy?
I'm doing alright,
Good stuff. Today the players are going to be Somi spawning as the red Protoss. His opponent is going to be PurpleNurple spawning as the blue Protoss. It's going to be a PvP. Unfortunately, PurpleNurple is not purple. He's going to be a blue PurpleNurple, which is pretty bad, I think. Once a PurpleNurple turns blue, that's pretty bad, isn't it?
Bad times. Don't do it.
Bad times all around. So PvP, not the most interesting of matchups in my opinion. Generally turns into really what people call a War of the Worlds / Colossus Wars. You generally get your second base up as quickly as possible after some sort of, robotic stalker push, and then just mass up as many colossi as possible and then just steamroll your opponent. So hopefully that doesn't happen. More than likely it will. But both of these guys are diamond level play, so hopefully we'll see something a little bit different. What are you expecting out of these two, Esnov?
I'm expecting a lot of Marines. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, you know what? It is a possibility. It is a PvP, but still, Marines might make a guest appearance.
Only if Dark Archons were still around. But anyways, I'm expecting here. We'll see. PvP is always kind of a coin flip type matchup here. So I mean, one person could go for an expansion, the other guy could forgate. We'll just have to find out and see.
Yeah, and right now, like the production time, looking up the production tab, both players are just pretty much even. Well, as I say that, Somi takes his second assimilator, so no forgate out of Somi. Generally, you see about in the first 5-6 minutes or so, the build order is exactly the same, especially if they go for some sort of forgate shenanigans. The cybernetics core drops at nearly identical times. The assimilators are nearly identical times. With Somi giving that second assimilator, just throws any sort of early harassment out of the question, or just thrown it out the window. So no forgate. Higher tech, maybe he's going. He's either going for a long-term play or going for really Dark Templar or Dark Templar, right? Am I saying that right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But that was an incredibly early gas. So that's what my assumption was in terms of at least what Red's doing. Yeah,
so Somi has his second assimilator up. So does PurpleNurple, but it's just very late considering when Somi put it down, and it looks like a Twilight canceled. Maybe boom, there it is. Twilight cancel is just gonna go ahead and block off any sort of quick harassment by run by, even though it is a PvP, so no really quick run-bys can happen, but blocking it off just in case. So Twilight Cancel is going down. I'm going to go ahead and call Somi saying Dark Templar Harassment. He already has his probe at the Watchtower to make sure that's there. PurpleNurple has his own probe in the main base of Somi. And Somi doesn't see this. That's very interesting. He is going to start scatting around with his initial stalker, but this could prove a little bit of detrimental if he doesn't catch this little probe.
Yep, exactly. And the downside to the way he set up his buildings is that he has no vision up here at the front, so that's really risky. He never saw that probe come in, which to me, because these type of things have happened to me, I never lose sight of the ramp vision. I always have vision at the ramp at all times, and spread out your supplies, overlords, pylons, depots around the corner, so that way you can have vision of your entire base.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I do. I put my pylon right next to my nexus, and then put my initial gateway right as close to the ramp as possible. That generally gives you a vision of the map whenever you see that probe walk by, and a proxy dark shrine by Somi. So even if PurpleNurple does scout it, scout the tech buildings, the tech structures, he won't see the dark shrine, but he's got to guess to see what's happening. I mean, you see Twilight Cancel 3 gates, 2 assimilators. Generally, that's going to be a dark shrine coming up. And in PurpleNurple's base, we already see his warp gate tech is already done. His pylon is finished. Stalker, Zealot at the base, or at the top of the ramp for Somi, but 3 Stalkers in the main base for Somi. Here it comes. 3 Stalkers are going to go ahead and start pelting away at these probes. Already have 1 kill. It's going to go ahead and get a second. 3, 4, 5. Is that Dark Shrine done? It's still a few seconds off, and it still could do plenty of damage. Warp Gate is done for Somi. Oh, this is not good.
Yep, but if you look, the Somi has a pylon in Blue's base, and there's a Dark Templar warping.
Oh, so it's This is essentially going to go ahead and turn it into a base race kind of a trade. Right now, I don't give either player really the advantage. We see a Forge going down by PurpleNurple.
Yeah, Red needs to get his control down though, because his Dark Templars were sitting there dancing.
Yeah, they are dancing. Finally, going to go ahead and start focusing down that Forge. It is going to go down. No cancel on it just yet. PurpleNurple is supply blocked. And so, does Somi even have any harvesters count? He does have one harvester on the map. It looks like it's the one in the main base of PurpleNurple. PurpleNurple decides to just head on home. He does have enough for another Nexus. Not sure if that's going to be not going to come into play, but it looks like PurpleNurple is going to go ahead and focus down this Nexus as soon as possible, trying to get his opponent to become revealed. A single probe does manage to get away. Forge in the main base of Somi by PurpleNurple. Nexus goes down. Shenanigans have ensued. Dark Templar have been split. They are following the probes. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Who do you give it to in this situation, man?
It's a toss up at this point. I really kind of want to say blue right now. Oh, not anymore. He was starting to build a Nexus, and then he canceled it, which caused him to lose a little bit of resources. Now he doesn't have enough money.
Woo! Wow, that was a huge.
That
was a terrible, terrible mistake. I think he now realizes that fact. He could still build a couple of cannons here and there, but the only existing pylon is in really Somi's base. So there it goes down. Will it survive? Will it live long enough to be able to, you know, give himself some sort of detection? Two are gonna go down. And right now, the only units left for Somi really are those three Dark Templars. So I'm calling this game for PurpleNurple now. These photon cannons will be built, will be done.
Yeah, this is... Yeah, in the long run, there's no way for Red to kill him.
Yeah, there's just no way for him to come back. I mean, this Dark Templar could go ahead and take out all of these Stalkers if he so chose. But really, it's going to come down to whoever has the photon cannons. Right now, even if both players lose all of their units, even if PurpleNurple loses all of his Stalkers, Somi, you know, PurpleNurple still has to, or Somi still has to take down these photon cannons. So, really, it's going to come down to a war of attrition now. And these probes are going to go ahead and try to take down the last remaining buildings of Somi.
Yeah, the Dark Shrine, though, is pretty healthy, though. So, it's going to take him a while to do that, especially if he kills the Zealot first. I really don't see that. Happening.
Yeah, I mean, he can morph a couple of these into Archons, which will cause plenty of DPS, especially with that AoE attack. And it looks like that Zealot does go down. And, oh, man. This is interesting. No players have enough to build really anything. A single sentry from PurpleNurple's whittling away at this pylon. He still has, you know, 1, 2, 3, 3 warp gates. PurpleNurple saying noob. Somi saying question mark. Here comes the BM. GG. Draw? You know, I don't know. I think PurpleNurple definitely has the upper hand with these 3 Stalkers. Range is really going to be in effect at this moment. Because really, these Stalkers could just dance back and forth, as they are doing now.
Yeah, as long he just needs to keep that Dark Templar away, though.
Yep, and there he goes.
Just needs to keep him away and contain him there, and stay away from those photons. The Stalkers can't do anything either. Kind of set up a partial Dark Templar wall off, kind of like I was doing in a campaign mission last night.
Oh, those blockages of the ramp. And this single sentry is going to go ahead and witness the destruction of really PurpleNurple's main base. And, oh, if PurpleNurple isn't careful, he might lose a Stalker. Nope, he actually gets away with orange health. Now all that's left for Somi is a Twilight Council, a Dark Shrine, and a Pylon. And another Pylon.
Yep.
Oh, my.
Better be careful, though. The Stalkers are moving out right now.
They are going to go ahead and head on and attack wherever he can. And really, Somi, what does Somi exactly have? He has 3 Dark Templar. 1 is whittling away at the main base of PurpleNurple. 2 are there at his own main base, and now they're searching. They're searching for that Stalker now, and that sentry's gonna go ahead and tickle that Dark Shrine to death. So really, the numbers advantage really just favor PurpleNurple.
The numbers wise, they do. So you can't rule out the permanently cloakedness of the Dark Templar and the 45 damage from their mighty Warp Blade.
That is true, and as we see, we brought you see two of those stalkers are just whittled down to red health. One is still at full, has 16 kills to its name as a master, and now these Dark Templar are going to go ahead and try to cut off these stalkers, but it looks like a stalker's going to go ahead and try to do a little bit of a run by on this Dark Shrine along with this sentry. And you think PurpleNurple is just going to go for it here? He looks like he is. Oh no. Oh! Force fields in effect. Now he just blocks it. He just walled himself off.
That's true, but that Dark Templar is still gonna hack away really quick.
Yep. He walled himself in. Oh, somi. He should have waited for those 4 force fields. He would have been able to wall himself off completely. That might have given him the time to bring down this entire Dark Shrine and this pylon, but now nothing.
Yeah, the pylon would have took some micro to kill, but the Dark Shrine would have fell, and the pylon was pretty damaged once you get past the shields.
Yeah, oh man, PurpleNurple, I think the game just got to him. The game just got to him. He could have just, you know, separated those stalkers. I mean, there was only 3 Dark Templar, switching them off back and forth, drawing away 3 of those Dark Templar, and then moving in with this 4th available unit, and just, you know, just play the game. And but really, he could have just won the war of attrition there. Now it's going to be Archon and Dark Templar versus 2 photon cannons. Oh, this is going to be interesting. 25 damage for that Archon.
Yep, all he has to do is have the Archon tank.
And here it comes. It comes down to a tank and DPS versus 2 turrets. See what happens. Here it comes. They're going to dance back and forth. The Dark Templar does take a hit. Archon takes 2. Regain your shields, somi, and have at it one more time once you get fully recharged. No need to play dumb here.
Yep, this is a lot of people don't want to play the war of attrition, as you call it, so they'll just leave the game. I've won many TVTs this way.
What does happen with both players decide to just lift off their buildings and hide in the corner?
Well, the only time that's happened to me, that specific situation was in a TVZ, and that was because all he had was roaches.
And there it goes, and it looks like 1 photon cannon is down. No direct damage to that Archon. He's going to go ahead and move in yet again. Oh, he's just trying to peek back and forth. Oh. No, somi. Just wait for about 4 to 7 minutes for those shields to recharge and take another swing. I'm actually surprised he was able to take down 1 photon cannon. So very interesting there. I mean, it goes back to what PurpleNurple just canceled that Nexus. It might have been different, but here say do this, do that. Too bad. Thanks for the diamond promotion. A little bit of a back and forth between the 2 players. I mean, and after that game, really, it is. I mean, I've been in this situation before, and it is very aggravating. I mean, I'm sure you have as well as Nav. So, now it's just time for Learn to Play 2. Now it's time for the back and forth between 2 players. And really, this game is pretty much winding up. I mean, if he was able to take down 1 cannon with 2 in the vicinity, he's going to be able to take down a single one by itself. So I'm just going to go ahead and increase his speed. And I'll actually just say that this replay is over. And because I have to say that somi won. Would you agree?
Oh yeah, definitely. Just get that Archon up to maybe 300 shield push in there. The Archon wasn't even the one really doing the real damage on the cannon. That Dark Templar sitting there hacking away 45 apiece and not getting shot at was what was the really getting done. Oh, now he's getting shot.
Then there it is.
Gave his life.
GG, game over. That is it. So that's it for this replay. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If not, leave comments down below on what Esnov could do better, because I know I'm awesome. If you guys got your own replay for us to cast, feel free to upload it to one of the major replay sites. We got this off of drop.sc, or, you know, I know SC2 Replays is also up there. Or if you guys just want your game casted in general, feel free to stop by reddit.com/castit. Or is it rcastit? Either way, rcastit. Upload your replay and someone will nab it, because, you know, great little community over there. Other than that, that was it for me. Do you have any parting words, Esnov?
Just want to let the people here know that this is Earth 2, in which in this universe Bone is actually humble. Yes, this is the humble version of Bone. Believe it.
Oh man, I love it. Oh, best sign off ever. I got nothing more. That is it. Peace.
Later.